Hey y'all, it's me again. So today, as I promised in my last video that I was going to make, I guess, I don't even really know what to title this video, but just like my college experience. I know my college experience is not uncommon, but to me, I just feel like it's just something I just want to share because I feel like I went through some trials and tribulations, okay? So I thought, why not share that? So I graduated from high school in 2014, graduated from college 2018. I had to stay a semester longer because I'll get into that. I went to IUP, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. At first I started at the branch campus because, yeah, I went to Punxsutawney and I went there, that was like a full year. And you know, honestly, to describe Punxsutawney, I would say it's just basically like 13th grade. I would say it was like one building. I remember this probably just gave me a very unrealistic expectation as to like what college would be for me because who baby, baby boy, baby girl, I was very wrong, okay? Mind you, this building was literally a building, like as big as a high school would be. And we lived, like we had our own rooms and stuff. Like I was spoiled, like in college, like I never had like the shared room thing. Like I always had my own fucking shit. Like I never shared a room with anyone. And yeah, so that started there. Literally we would live above the classes, like to wake up. You could literally wake up 3 minutes before class would start, go right downstairs, plop your ass right in a fucking seat. You're good to go. You're locked and loaded. As you can see, that is not realistic. And like for college, I feel like, because when I went to IUP's main campus, shit got so real for me. Like in Punxsy, I was thriving. It was a smaller thing. Like I've always been in smaller classes because like I feel like I have like an undiagnosed, like, I don't know, ADHD thing like going on, because I never can pay attention in bigger classrooms. Like I have to be in like a smaller classroom for me to like properly like take things in. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just the way I fucking learn. Like I can't help the way I learn. Like that's how I learn and retain information. So yeah. So I feel like Punxsy was like a good fit for me. However, like it's stupid because half the classes that you take at Punxsutawney, they don't even transfer to the main campus. And you're like, you might ask yourself, isn't it a branch campus? It's not like you're transferring from like Pitt to like IUP or like Temple to IUP. You're going from IUP to IUP. Make it make sense is all I'm asking. Just make it make sense. So yeah. I remember I was like doing really good, like really good. I went to like the summer program there to like guarantee that I would have on campus housing, which would basically be like me living in the building instead of like living in the town of Punxsutawney, because no offense, but fuck that. I'm sorry, it's racist. I'm black, clearly. Like that was never gonna work out for me. Like, and everything is just so spread out. No, I'll just take my chances, live in the building. We're good to go. And then, you know, shit started. I was just living the life a little. Ooh, I was a freshman away from my parents. I didn't know how the fuck to act, okay? I started missing classes, thinking shit was sweet out here. Bitch, I was very fucking wrong, okay? I literally didn't, like, I don't know why I didn't know this, but like, you know, obviously like a regular normal fucking person who's not a dumbass would know, like if you miss like more than 3 or 2 classes like in a class, like sometimes you kind of like automatically fail a class. Like I was not made aware of that. And you guessed it, I was failing a class or 2 or 3. So that was fun. And then yeah, because the summer program, I was what? A's and B's bitch, period. Like Dean's List, you name it, I was on that shit. I was styling and profiling out here with my grades. However, fall semester came around, baby. Girl, that's when shit started to literally hit the fucking fan. I had a boyfriend at the time, my little first college boyfriend. Ooh, I was just living it right on up, you know, pulling all-nighters, not studying your classes, not, you know, just doing whatever, like partying, drinking, going out almost every night. I got that, my grades back, my soul left my body. My soul was not with us. My spirit was not with me. It was not in my body. My spirit had gone up to heaven and said, peace out, bitch. Then I was automatically on like academic probation. That was my first run-in. My first run-in with academic probation. But after that, ooh, bitch, that put a fire up under my ass. And also, if I wasn't to get my grades up, I was gonna have to like stay there another year, or like they were gonna like dismiss me from IUP in general, like in the whole, like, I was like, oh no, no, we gotta get together. I'm trying to be on main campus next year, period. Period. Okay, period. Like that was just fuck no. Like Punxsy, it was cool, but it wasn't all like that. It wasn't that fun for me. You know what I'm saying? I had to get up out of there. So yeah. So that put a fire under my ass once I got that, you know, that report card or whatever, my grades back. Wow. That gave me such a fucking reality check. Ooh, bitch. So spring semester, right back on Dean's List. Cool. And then, you know, this also goes back for me just not knowing what I wanted to do with my life. I still don't really know what I want to do with my life. I mean, my communication, or my major was in communications, but like before it was that, what was my fucking major? It was fashion merchandising. And like, I didn't do that because it had way too much math in it. Like, I promise you on God, if I would have stuck with that major, like, I would have been kicked out, or I would have still been in school. Like, that's just the tea. That's just the tea. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I would have failed out of school. Like, that would have been my reality. And I just didn't want that to be my reality because, you know, you put so much time, effort, and money into something, like, you want to finish it. Like, I was never, like, the type to be like, oh my God, I want to go to college. I feel like I was just stuck in that rut where I was just like, oh, like, I guess is the next step. Like, I couldn't break myself away from like, oh my God, like, after high school, what am I doing? College. First thing I was gonna do. I was never like a person who like was pressed on going to college. You know what I mean? I went to college because I felt like that's what I needed to do at the time, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. In the grand scheme of things, I had no clue what I wanted to do. So yeah, that's kind of why, in case you're asking yourself, Maya, geez, why the fuck were you in college then? That is your answer. Yeah, and also my parents, my mom, not so much, but my dad and my stepmom had this mentality, you know, like, failure is not an option. Failure is never an option. So he was like, yeah, you're going to college, like. And, you know, me just being like, okay, well, all right. I mean, it's something to do. I don't know. It's better than like going to work and like finding a job right out of high school. Like, whatever, I'm down, whatever, I guess. Oh man, do I regret that, boy. Ooh, do I regret that. Getting back to my story, got a little sidetracked there. But yeah, so now I'm on main campus, past Punxsutawney flying colors. I'm on main campus, IUP, Indiana, University of Pennsylvania. I'm in Indiana now, Pennsylvania. Was just having such a hard time like adjusting and adapting to like my new life, because Punxsy and IUP Maine are completely different like scenarios. Like Punxsutawney is like high school, IUP is like, no bitch, like, oh no, like it's time to get on your big girl shit and make some executive decisions, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think I was prepared for that. I just don't think, I think Punxsutawney does kids a disservice with how it's set up and like the courses and stuff. So I got to IUP Maine. I'm living it up with my best friend at the time. We're just having a good old time. Once again, get carried away. Get carried away. I wouldn't even say I was going out every night, but I was just lazy. Like, I was just like so not used to like walking so far to my camp or my classes. That sounds so fucking like lazy and like just, I sound like such a fat ass saying that, but like, it just, I was not prepared. Like, I just was not prepared. It's not what I was used to. It wasn't what I was used to. Like, I don't know. So I was having just such a fucking hard time adjusting. Plus I was confused about my major. I was like, I don't really want to do this. I really don't want to be in college in general. And like, now I have to pick a major. Like, I have to pick a major. Like, I don't know. I did fashion merchandising for the first, I think the first the first year on Maine, I think I was a fashion merchandising major. The rest of my college career, I think I was fashion merchandising, maybe even fall semester of my junior year. And then spring semester of my junior year, I might have changed my major to comm. Or maybe, ooh, child, I don't even fucking remember. But yeah, like mid-semester, like halfway through the year, I changed my major to comm. So that was what I was doing now. My friend Maisha talked me into it because she was a comm major, and I was like, okay, yeah, like I like TV, like I like you know, all that jazz and stuff. So I was like, okay. And you know, we only had to take one math class. That's another thing. That was like the main thing that like sold me on it, because I was just like, I'm terrible at math. I cannot put in words how much I fucking despise the subject of math. Like, what do you mean? Like, are you kidding me? I fucking hate math. So yeah. Oh, so I'm in comm. I literally still was just like in the mentality, like very confused. I wasn't really putting a lot of effort into my classes because I didn't fucking want to be there really. Like, it was to the point where it was like really like soul sucking. Like, the last like semesters leading up to graduation, like it was soul sucking. Like, I felt so, but it's like, I can't describe it. It was like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders, you know. I was on academic, I fucked up my grades so much. Like, I was on academic probation for literally 3 semesters. 3 fucking semesters. I was like, my GPA was in the gutter, trash can, lit on fire. It was some fucking hot ass garbage. Okay. But I don't know what turned around for me. I just literally had to like, no one got me through that period in my life, like, but myself. Like, I literally, and that just goes to show you, like, you really can't count on anyone else for your own happiness. Like, it's always like, you're your worst enemy, honestly. Like, it took me some like realization, even though I didn't want to do it. It was just like, I had to keep reminding myself, like, you already put so much, you know, money, time, you know. There was just personal shit going on with me too. Like, I just could not let myself fail. Like, I would never forgive myself if I like dropped out of school. Like, I don't know, like, that's my journey. Like, do whatever you need to do, but like, for me, like, I did not have the balls to do that. Like, I was just so invested. I was already like, you know, balls to the wall, like into like college, and I was just like, okay, I made it this far, I have to finish. This cannot be in vain. Like, I have to like get something out of it. If it's a fucking degree, cool. Like, but I just feel like I already am in so much debt. Like, I might as well just get something to show for it. You know what I mean? So yeah. And like, when people are like, ooh, like college is hard. But I'm like, no, bitch. Like, for me, bitch, like college was like hard. I literally had to like, I had to go to like counseling, like I had to like do the whole 9, and I graduated with a 2.5. And you know what? I am fucking proud of that 2.5, because if y'all only fucking knew what it took for me to get to that 2.5. Like, my GPA, like, I don't even remember. My transcript is here somewhere, but When I tell you I was on academic probation for 3 semesters, that is a year and some change. Like 3 semesters I was on academic probation. Are you kidding me? That's why I'm just like, every time someone's like, oh my god, college is so hard, like blah 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 blah, like I'm not doing good in a class, or like, oh my god, I kind of used to just roll my eyes because I'm just like, but are you on fucking probation? Like, are you balls deep in fucking academic probation, like about to get dismissed from college? I don't fucking think so. So when people doubt themselves around me, I'm like literally like, no funny shit. Like, if I can do it, like bitch, if I can do it, you can do it. Like, I promise you. Like, you have to want it for yourself though. That's the only thing. Like with everything else in life, like you have to genuinely like work your ass off. Like, I fucking busted my ass for the 2.5. Like, laugh if you want. Like, people, oh my god, if you don't have a 3.0, like blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, like, your degree is my degree, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not about to hate on anyone. I am not about to hate on anyone's hustle, because listen, I busted my fucking ass and kneecaps for that 2.5 GPA, and no one can take that away from me because I fucking earned that shit. Like, literally, I had to make so, like there's so many things that I've missed out on because I was so focused on like getting my like GPA up to the point where like I felt like all I was doing was working. I couldn't have a job. Like, my main focus was on school, and I'm very grateful that my family, like my mom, would like, you know, help me out financially, like pay my rent and stuff, because without her I would have been living on campus even more in debt. Like, so I'm like very grateful for that. Like, but yeah, like depression was eating my fucking ass. Like, depression was fucking me up, dude. Like, depression was like, had me in a death grip, okay? Because it's just like, it's hard to do something, to finish something. You already don't want to do it. You're already have a defeatist attitude because your GPA is showing that you're like, you know, you basically feel like you're not good enough, like you don't belong there or something. Like, and I feel like I've had to deal with that all my life, like throughout school. Like, I've always had to deal with that. Being in like the smaller classrooms, or like, you know, taking a little longer to like learn something because your attention span is like not the same as everyone else's. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, everyone learns differently. That's just how I learn. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, like, even in IEP, like, I had to work for everything that I got at IEP. Like, nothing came easy to me. That's one thing. Like, nothing, not one thing came easy to me. Not one fucking thing came easy to me. If y'all only knew, I stayed a semester late because I changed my major and that like fucked my shit up. But like, I was just very thankful because I took all of my like sciencey classes. I like passed that. And that was another thing with comm. Like, I feel like I had to take so many math classes because I kept, the first 2 times I took, I literally had to take Math 101 3 fucking times, dude. I kid you not. 3 fucking times to get it, like, and sometimes you really do have to learn it the hard way. Like, sometimes you genuinely have to learn it the fucking hard way. And I know I fucking did. I spent so much bread on Math 101. Dude, like, bruh, like, it's literally like, I am amazed at myself that I literally like did that. Cause bitch, I fucking did that shit. Okay? Like, I literally took it the first 2 times. The first 2 times I never showed up because I was just depressed. Like, I didn't want to leave my apartment or my dorm. Like, I didn't want to do it. Like, I didn't want to be in college. I didn't want to be in Indiana, PA. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's already depressing, kind of. Like, college is what you make it, but at the same time, like, if you're not doing well academically, like, that shit will fucking eat at you. You can only ignore it for so long to the point where, like, it starts to, like, really get under your skin. And, yeah. College is probably like the biggest regret of my life, but I mean, like, you know, I can't take it back now. I just want to make a video for people who feel like they're going through like a hard time in college. And I'm here to tell you I'm a success story. Like, you know, did I graduate with like a fucking like GPA? I graduated with Dean's List though. I mean, I'm not knocking anyone's hustle. You have to, as long as you get the degree at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you fucking got it. That person who has a 3.5, that 4.0 GPA is the same degree that I have with a 2.5. And that's just the reality of the situation. Like, people are going to tell you, oh, you can't do that. You know how many times a door has gotten slammed in my face, but I like literally just, I wouldn't accept it. I just wasn't going to go for it. Like, I had to fucking work my ass off for it. Like, and no one's going to tell me anything. Like, a bunch of people are like, oh yeah, you're going to fail out. Like, you can't do this. You can't take this class. You're not going to take this class over the winter break. Like, you need this grade to do this. I made it happen. Listen, if you want it, you're going to get it. What was motivating me was that all the money, time, and effort I spent. So I was like, oh no, bitch. Oh no. I'm getting this degree. And that's just on period. So I'm just here to tell you that you can do it. I wouldn't say this is a motivational story. It's kind of just like my story. If it motivates you, cool. But I just want to let you know that you are not alone. There are plenty of struggling college kids that, you know, don't have the perfect little college excursion experience. You know, it's not like that for everyone. I don't know. I just think it's very important for people like me to share their stories, because it's not always sunshine and rainbows in college. You know, you're fucking broke, you're depressed. I mean, college is fucking hard, and college is not for everyone. And that's okay. I was a person that college was not for. But at the end of the day, like, I got my degree. Like, people, oh, like, say what you want. My degree is the same degree that that person with the 4.0 GPA got. I walked right along with them. I graduated on Dean's List. I know that much. I made Dean's List all the last 3 semesters. Like, when I tell you I busted my fucking ass for that 2.5, I am not fucking lying when I tell you that. So if you need like a little pep talk, I'm here. I'm not one of those people that, like, you know, fake or struggling. No, bitch. Like, I was on my last leg about to get kicked out 3 times in a row. Believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. You just can't give up. Like, you have to just stay 10 toes down and just get it done. Like, there are sacrifices that need to be made, but listen, if it's worth it, it's worth it. Like, so yeah, that's my little spiel. I just thought it was important to share my story, because I feel like when I was struggling, I would always go on YouTube and like watch like stuff like this, because I mean, it's important to feel like you're not alone. I mean, you're not the only one dealing with one problem. Like, there's millions of people struggling with this. Like, you know what I mean? So I just feel like, yeah, it's been so real. I hope my story was, you found it funny in some parts. If you have any questions, comment down below and I'll get back to all of them, because I have less than 50 subscribers. I'm here for support. I'm down. But yeah, that's all I got. Bye.